Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Stock Medic. Today we're going to talk about my very favorite thing, bottom fishing, buying the dips.
Oh, I love bottom fishing too, because what I've learned is that most money is made is when you purchase them.
When you make the buy, when you enter the trade, that's when you make the money.
Right. Obviously, you have to sell it at the right time, too.
Right.
But the most important thing is when you enter that trade. And we'll talk about all that right after the intro.
Welcome back. Another episode of the Stock Medic. Today, we're doing a lot of bottom fishing, and I love to bottom fish. You guys know that. I want to buy it cheap, because that's when you make the money, as you said, right?
Yes, and one stock that I bought was Clover, CLOV. Something that I did some research on Clover, and it's a great company. I had really didn't realize what I was getting into. It's a health insurance company, but it's a tech health insurance company, and they use ML, which is kind of like, it's machine learning.
Machine learning, so AI.
It's like AI.
Okay.
So they what they do is when they intake the patients, they feed in all this data and they find out the very best things to prescribe for them. They have the physicians, they tell them what dosages. So what this does is it makes that health insurance actually helps create a healthier patient and therefore costs the company, Clover, less money.
So healthcare tech, AI, this is a good sector. They're in the right space, right? We know this is what's going on right now. These companies are blowing up. However, the reason we're talking about Clover in the episode called Bottom Fishing, because it's low. This thing is on sale. And we love to buy stocks that are on sale, right?
Absolutely.
It was at $28 not so long ago. What was that?
Just a few days ago.
Just a few days ago. June 7th, it was at $28. Mm-hmm. So now it's at $13.83 today. Went up 9% today. It was $1.20. Pretty good move, But from 28 to 13, we've got a lot of room here to make some money.
So it looks like, if I'm looking at the shape of that, it looks like a triangle.
That is. Exactly. A descending triangle, found support right at about $11, $11.16, right there. Right? And then the very next day we had an ignition candle. Nice large ignition candle, tailed all the way up, cleared the route. And then the very next day we had the doji, which was today.
Right.
Which you bought in today.
Yes, I did.
You bought in lower. Did you buy in lower than 14 or right about here?
I think I bought it right around there.
Right
because
around
I'm a little bit down right now, but I'm not worried.
Okay. So, great buy. And here's the thing that I really want to talk about with this Clover, because it's a good lesson on support and resistance.
Okay.
And when resistance becomes support. And you can see here where I have this blue line that goes straight across where the 1083 area, 1057, 1082, that goes straight across. You can tell that right here, that was resistance. The stock tried to go through it and came back down. And right here, and this was in February, where the stock broke through that area, and that area then became resistance over here in April, and it now finally broke through it here in June, early June. Stock went up to at $28 and came back now to the very spot. So this is where resistance turns now into support. So we're buying it off a good support level, strong support level, which have been tested 1, 2, 3 times already.
Now, if I remember right, one of the rules in technical analysis is if a position has been tested over and over again, then that means it's stronger. It's more likely to stay there.
It's more likely to hold.
Okay.
Right? So we can tell that the buyers came in right at that support level. We came in here as well. I liked Clover. I think we can probably get maybe 18, maybe even back to $22, which would be a real nice windfall here. We could buy some more calls on the way up.
Absolutely.
Right? So clover is a good one for the bottom fishing. We were also buying AFRM.
Okay. Now, AFRM's relatively new.
Yeah, they IPO'd back in February, right around here. So we'll get a date. So February 10th or so, the IPO came out.
Okay.
It actually IPO'd it went as high as 150 that day. 141, 150. And then all it's done since then is gone down.
Okay.
And you can see it bottomed right here about $46.
Okay.
Right. Good bottom fishing opportunity for us. This thing's on sale, right? And we want to buy them when they're on sale. Again, you can tell that this area here that it broke through, that used to be support, then it became resistance here, and then the stock broke back through that area again, and now it's using it for support again. So this is another example of where resistance turns into support.
Right.
And this is where we buy it. This gives us a good risk reward.
Okay.
Lower the downside, lots of upside. I like AFRM. I think we can probably get $70, maybe even $80 out of it. $65 now. Mm-hmm. It went up $1.71 a day, 2.70%. I like that it went up today. I think we'll probably get some sideways movement, but I believe it's going to drift higher from here.
Okay, great. Another bottom fish we caught today was JMIA.
We went on another bottom fishing expedition today, and we caught some JMIA.
Yes.
Right? I like JMIA.
Yes. And, a story you told me was when you had Amazon, you actually owned it when it was $65.
I did.
And then it went up to $130, and you were like, yes, I made it.
I did awesome. I doubled my money.
Yeah.
I thought I did great. And no.
Now you're still kicking yourself.
I've been searching for the next Amazon.
So why is JMIA Amazon?
Well, it's an online shopping organization like Amazon out of Africa. So they support that area of the world, right? The globe. I like that. Mm-hmm. They've got a whole area for this business to grow. They're owned by some folks out of Germany. The thing I like about this, number one, it could be my next Amazon.
Yes.
But number two, it's on sale.
Okay.
And I like to buy stocks that are oversold, and I definitely like to go on a bottom fishing expedition.
Well, I see something I recognize. Is that a bullish triangle?
That's a bullish triangle, ascending triangle again. The important part about this one is, first of all, let's start with today. Over 2 million shares was traded today. And we can look at this volume indicator, and we can see for the past 2 days, these have been buys. Mm-hmm. Okay. In fact, in the past 6 days, 4 out of the past 6 days have been buys. Okay. So the buyers are coming back in here, right? You can see a support level here right around $26, $25. And that support level seems to be really strong. Going straight across here. Comes down to it, bounces off. It broke it here, but temporarily for a couple of days, and then went back above that support level. And here we are again. We're at the same level. And not only that we're at the same level, folks are in here buying this thing.
In that ellipse there.
Well, so it's at $25 now. I think we can get to $35 or even higher. 30 would be the first target, which is where the 21-day moving average is and the 20-day moving average. Okay. If we can get through 30, I think we can get to 35, which is, the first resistance level. And if we can get through 35, the 100-day, which is where the R2 is, right here, about $37 would be our next resistance. I really like this company. I think it can go much higher, but $35 from $25, that's a $10 move. That's good as well.
I'm probably going to get back into JMIA tomorrow.
You've got to get some JMIA. It could be the next Amazon. We like JMIA. We've been bottom fishing today. Thank you so much for joining us today.
If you've heard anything you like, please subscribe And make sure to hit the notification bell so that you know when we come out with a new video. Also, destroy the like button.
And if anything that we said here today brought value to you, please consider joining us in a private trading group via the Patreon app. The links are below.
Until next time.